So, oops. Can you tell that I'm running these by myself now? Maybe not, but the little oops right there, that was definitely evidence one. And then I'm still trying to figure out how to see the comments on here while I'm hosting. So that's evidence two that I'm new at this. But maybe by next week, I'll be able to have the comments, because I got to be careful putting on YouTube over here because it might turn on and it's in my headphones and it distracts me. But welcome to episode 2, TMI Thursday. Well, actually, this is episode 1 of TMI Thursday on my own production. Last Saturday was late night TMI, even though it's always late night on the East Coast when I'm on. I was thinking also I might start the show a little earlier, maybe like 6 o'clock my time, depending on my day. Maybe so y'all don't have to stay up so late to listen in on me. Oh, here's some comments. Oh, there we go. Now I'm seeing them now. Watching them trickle in like a little minnow on the rising tide. The Mikey K minnow trickling on in, just on his way up there. Number one, he's on his way to the underground headquarters where he has the secret Dolphins fan club. So trust me when I say he has an underground Dolphins fan club. That's why he's our number one fan. Number one troll, number one fan, number one telling us what he's always doing and pretending that he didn't mean to tell us. Number one. So thank you for being here today. I did actually do the intro video first. I set the thing to it say go live and have intro, but I don't know how to. I have to figure out how to do the soft intro first, where I come in and say hi and then maybe do the intro, or if I even want to do the intro and make y'all wait. But I don't know. It's kind of cool. You get the countdown, you get the popcorn, You know, you can kill the lights, get the popcorn ready, the drinks ready. The countdown has started. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. I see I got 50 viewers right now. I'm not mad at that. I ain't even mad. This is the first time this second time, but now I get to see how many viewers. I don't know where it shows where they're all at, but yeah. So let me pull up my notes list right here for today's episode because Saturday I was doing kind of this open panel and shooting the shit and all that, but maybe if I know how to share the link, maybe after I get through my list, if I feel like saying chilling, maybe I can let y'all on. I don't know. We'll see. But I definitely need something to drink after all that. And I got a new setup here, so that's why the camera's a little different. I'm still figuring out what I want to do with my camera. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Because like up, down, left, right, like the Beyonce song. All right, so. I even got something for y'all. Look at this. Hold on. I think I figured out how to do this too. Here we go. For my first, yes, I did it. I got my list on here, and I even got it to go across. Belichick. So we're already reading that he's considering a buyout, but I guess he wants to be traded. I'm not sure, but just, you know what? It's like, let him get his feet wet in the NCAA. Let him, North Carolina is a basketball school. They haven't been a good football program in a long time. It's been Clemson and FSU, and that's about it. Virginia, kind of. West Virginia, kind of, but honestly, it hasn't been North Carolina for a long time. When was the last time they were really good? And no offense, it's just a basketball school. It's a blue blood basketball school. So for him to revive that program, yeah, he's getting beaten, but let him have a season. Let him have a couple seasons. We can't just throw everything away. Let him have a couple seasons. I mean, if he sucks, then he sucks for 2 seasons and let him go. But I'd give him at least 2 seasons. Dabo Swinney didn't have a great record starting out. I mean, given it is Bill Belichick and he has all these Super Bowls, but obviously he had Tom Brady, but he did go to the playoffs with Mac Jones, and Mac Jones is killing it on another team right now. So what does that actually help Bill Belichick? I don't know. But this trading him already, it's like, well, trading to where? And it's like he's gonna have to do a whole. It's just like, come on, man. You just had a whole summer. I mean, that was like what? May? Was that this year? April? Or was it earlier this year that he announced he was going to be the head coach? It wasn't. I mean, he still had time to recruit and stuff, and just, I don't know. Like, give the guy some time. I mean, the ACC, in my opinion, the ACC could use it. Could use the attention. Could use the marketing from it, because they are trying to hold on so that they don't get absorbed by the SEC and the Big Ten. Because I bet you right now, the Big Ten is knocking on the ACC's door, trying to buy them, just like they bought the West. So, and Clemson's not doing that good right now, and FSU is all over the place. Syracuse, what? That's a basketball school. How many other? There almost every team in the ACC is a basketball school. Even Notre Dame doesn't even consider themselves in the ACC when it comes to football. That's how basketball dominant the ACC is, that the most successful football team in that, well, the Clemson is and FSU is. But as far as like recently going to the most national championships, it's been it's been kind of a toss between Notre Dame and I guess Clemson. Clemson also been there and lost. So, but it's just those three schools. But Notre Dame doesn't even claim the ACC for football. So it's like it's still a basketball conference. So, if they want to not get absorbed, then they need headline coaches. If that doesn't work after 2 years, try somebody else. But talking about this buyout, I hate this. This is what I don't like about sports. As soon as something doesn't go well, everybody wants to pull the plug and everybody wants to run away. And just like now, we're tanking again. We're talking about tanking for this person, or I heard tanking for Arch Manning. I heard it, not people that on our team, but people in the comments. I've heard it. It's just like, shut up. No tanking, no trading, no firing. Make it work. Now, I'm talking about Belichick here. I'm not talking about the Dolphins. We'll get to them. But it's like, let the guy have some more time. Just let him have some more time. Stop with this. It's like it's like you're just craving this so much. I want him to succeed. I don't necessarily care if he wins or loses, but I want him to succeed because I think it's important for the ACCC, for him, for that school, for more schools to have football. Miami's in the ACC too, but they're both. They're basketball and football. They're more football, but when they have really good basketball, it's really, really good. So sorry that I didn't think of them earlier. But it's not as heavy as a football conference as the SEC or the Big Ten. The Big Ten is about halfway there because of basketball, but the SEC is not even close, except for a couple teams. The Gators are one of them. Definitely. Kentucky, but that's a blue blood. It's Kentucky, Kansas. Who are they with now? Are they with the Big 12? But the SEC isn't even remotely close to other programs, other conferences when it comes to basketball. They're starting to. The NIL effect is having an effect there too, but it's just mostly been the Gators, really, in Kentucky. Alabama is all right, Georgia, but really it's all football. That's what the SEC is. I mean, even when new schools join, Texas, that's a basketball. I mean, that's a football school. That's football. Who else? Oklahoma. That's a football school. The last time Oklahoma was really good was what's his name? Blake Griffin played there. So it's all football. And if the ACC wants to hold on, chill out with trying to trade Bill Belichick. You need to stand up for your conference. Let him get his feet wet. Let him fail on his own. Stop trying to make it worse on him. Just come on. We can't just throw it all away. Let them try. It's good for North Carolina. They're not doing the best, but it still has a lot of attention, and there could be a lot of progress there. Because if they do start to be successful, that might bring some more players. Some more good players, because that'd be cool to see. I'm not so much of a Belichick fan as I'd like to see, North Carolina have more football interference in their conference than they do. Like I want to see that. I want to see more programs in the ACC that have more football to them. I don't know if that's going to happen, especially with all these conferences trying to buy up schools. But and sometimes I've even been in favor of these conferences absorbing the ACC, but I don't know if I am. I like that we have 2 teams in Florida in the ACC. And we got teams all over the place in Florida in so many conferences. And it's mostly all football. USF, that's football. UCF, football. FAU. UCLA is the only really dominant that's been as far in the tournament. But I mean Miami, but yeah, Miami. Miami's got it at everything because Miami's one of the top cities in the world. So they're always going to have an eclectic group of athletes. And they always have they always hype up their athletes a lot. That's what I like about Miami. They started the turnover chain. They had music. And they got their attitude. And it's cool. It's cool. So that's why we need the ACC to stay strong. Because I think Miami and FSU and Clemson, I like those schools being in a conference and not being in the same as the other conferences. I want them to stay. I want them to stay there. I don't want them to be, we don't want just 2 conferences. But these greedy ass commissioners and these greedy ass conferences want to buy up every school. Oh, sorry, I was hiding the comments. I didn't even see what y'all were saying. Up to 61 viewers. Thank you. Thank you all for being here today. Remember to hit like YouTube channel. If you're on X or Twitch, come on over here to YouTube. We have a lot more freedom of speech. I practice a little bit more freedom of speech when it comes to like allowing other people on Saturdays. Thursdays, I like to just get out the things that are on my mind. But when I have an open panel show, sorry I was missing y'all's comments, but yeah, Moss Sports, I'll get to that in a second. Yeah, I got the game on too. The Giants are beating the Eagles. Eagles might go 4-2, but you know what? Let them. It's like they just won a Super Bowl, so they can have an up and down season. They don't. It's just like let them play. You don't need to make so much. It's a conference game, and it's a short week. Isn't it a short week for them? So Thursday games are always kind of a toss-up. They're not. I don't know how much I count those as the quality of the team as far as wins. We've seen a lot of bad stuff happen on Thursday games. They should break up the schedule. Like, if you're playing a Thursday, then you should play like you. So if you're playing on a Thursday, I don't know. They should break it up so that you have longer than a 4-day break. Like after that game or before that game. I don't know. They could break it up easier so that the players get more rest and have more. It's just they don't need to have it on. They could figure out another way. If you could figure out how to put the game in freaking Germany, just everything just wants to expand and expand and expand and expand and expand. Chill. It's not going anywhere. Jeez. But it is cool to see, I don't know how many people from over here go to those games, but if it'll bring better players here, like if they do some kind of recruiting over there, rugby players, soccer players, I could be down with that too. I like when I see players from other, countries like Samoa, Australia? What about like a sumo wrestler center? You know what I'm saying? Like a sumo wrestler and the guys that stand next to the center. Game over. Game over. That's like 4 Indomitian Sues right here. Imagine having sumo wrestlers. Like a guy, like some young guy kills it at sumo and then comes over here and plays offensive line. Can you imagine Tua having a sumo wrestler in front of him? What are you going to do? Like, he'll push you out of the circle. What he does is push people out of a circle. It's called a pocket in the NFL. Get a sumo wrestler over here. Think outside the box. Why? Well, fire me. Hold on. Let me show this. Fire me for what? And it's Samoa. It's Samoa. I knew a guy. I worked with a guy that was Samoan, and he pronounced it Samoa. So, yeah. Fire me for what? Because I'm being the realest you ever saw? The Pac-10. Hey, I'm trying here. Look, I'm figuring out how to put the comments up. I don't want to hear nothing about fire me. Fire me. I'm doing this on my own. And I got inspired to do it because Shake, he's taking some time off right now. So I'm like, I got to hold it down. I got to learn it and do it properly. And since we're talking about Shake, that's my homie forever. He came out here to visit me. We went to a sports event. We went to a wine tasting. They went to all the places I told them to go. And the places I told them to go were some of the most amazing places you could think of. That's my homie for life. And he did a lot for me producing all of my episodes. He produced my show for years. So, he didn't ask me for nothing. He was always eager to do it and motivated to do it. And that kind of support is what I'm talking about. That's a friend. When someone believes in you and helps you, that's a friend. And that's someone you should keep in your life. So, thank you, Shake Money, for all the help that you gave me. And Cap for teaching me this. And everybody on our team that I've learned from this season, Color going to the practices and talking about the players and how he breaks things down and explains things, and then Ali paying attention to schemes and patterns, and I've learned a lot from this team. I've learned a lot. So I've been on all their episodes, but yeah. So Pac-10 making a comeback? How? It's not. Maybe basketball. I think that's the only way, honestly, because all the football schools have been taken out. Oregon, Washington, didn't UCLA leave, and USC? Stanford? They haven't been football since Andrew Luck played there. And the first time, Harbaugh, 2010. No, Big Ten, Pac-10. I mean, and I went to a bunch of UW games when they were in the Pac-10, basketball and football. So, I've seen it personally. Your teams, like conferences, absorbing teams and all that stuff. So I feel you, Texas, but I mean, Texas and Oklahoma moving to the SEC is not really that big of a change compared to UW moving to the Big Ten and they're playing Michigan. And it's I don't know. They should have went into the Big 12. I don't know. It's just like it's made the tickets a lot more expensive. Players have to travel a lot farther. It's just like it's not how football was really set up in the first place. You have divisions and stuff because they're close. And then next year, it's all going to change again. I think we play FSU like first, or UW plays Washington State first or something like that. I don't know, but they're changing it up. I don't know. I don't know. How does that? Is that why do they do that? Like, why do they have to change it up so much? Why do they have to take the last game and make it the first game? Like, why do they have to have so much interference? Just because you're switching conferences, why do you have to change the games from last to first? What is the difference? It's just like they just want to control and manipulate and just shut up. You don't need to move the game from last to first. For what? Because you're moving conferences around? You're not physically moving the school. All you're doing is just saying things. The only stuff that physically moves around is equipment and players. You're not up in the school. So why do you need to change the day of the game? You're not up in the school. Are you moving the school? No. Let's take the last game of the year and make it the first game. I mean, it's okay, I guess, but then move it all around all the time. Then move it all around all the time and shake it up all around like fucking Scrabble. Fucking throw the shit out there and all right, game 4. I do like when they have like, you know, Alabama versus Michigan for the first game of the season. Stuff like that. I like that. But we don't need the biggest rivalry game of the year. We don't need that the first game. We don't need that the first game because it's just like, I don't know. Is it going to change the smack talking? And I don't know. Maybe it's a good set off. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Is it the same marketing people that did the freaking the Cracker Barrel? Who are these people that are saying, no, we got to make it this way? No, we got to do it this way. No, we got to do it this way. With a bunch of yes men around them. Just a bunch of yes men and one person. Jeez. All right, what we got next? I like this topic. Here, let me go to it. Where's it at? Is it banners? Yeah, here we go. Okay, hold on a second. So the banner is the topic that I'm on. And then let me get that comment off. Okay. The number 0. Green Bay Packers had a starter. I think he's on offense. Number 0. The first time in history, the Packers have had a player play a game with the number 0. And what was funny was, yes, it's obviously the start of the season, and the jerseys are new, but this jersey looked like brand new, like it wasn't invented until now, brand new. It didn't look like a new version. It looked like, whoa, this shit has never even existed before, brand new. And then there's a lot of players on teams that are doing really well this year, number 0. And it got me thinking, like, that's a very interesting number because I wanted to eventually go all the way up to number theory when I was in college, but it's really, really hard to go that high in math. Like, number theory is like you draw a triangle and you spend an hour and a half explaining it. But number theory is where they prove 1 + 1 = 2. And so 0 it represents like nothing, but it is something. It's something that represents nothing. So it's just like a number that people don't really use to they don't really choose. See, there's a player right now on the Eagles, number 0, Urch. And then Westbrook, is he double 0? But like, why did you choose that number? And why don't they ever go like 0-6? The only time, do they ever have 0-1 or 0-2, or is it always just a single? But this was definitely the first season I've noticed all these players with 0 that are killing it. It's funny. It's just, I don't know, it's just an interesting number to use. It's like you're taking a number that represents like nothing and you're winning with it or doing something with it. But when I was watching the Green Bay Packers game, I was like, oh, look at that guy's number 0. And then they said, oh, this is his first time. The first time Green Bay has ever had a player with 0. Why don't they do like 000? And why don't we have 84? Why don't we have 100? Why don't I have 102? Like, if you're going to have 0, I want to have 102. Come on. Do it. 105. 105, baby. I want to see 105, 102. What position that would be? That'd be like, there's got to be some kind of defensive or offensive lineman. I don't know. I'll ask. Maybe I'll do. Ooh, is that a poll? I don't know how to do polls. Where I would say, oh, there's the link. Okay, I see. I think it says referral link. Is that the same? I'll have to ask about that. And how to do a poll. Like, how many people would want to see triple-digit numbers in sports? I would wear a triple-digit number. I mean, why not? You can wear a number that represents 0. I want a number that represents a whole lot. All right, what we got next? Okay, here, let me see. Hold on. It's every year with this, y'all. It's every year with this. The Gators, they stink the joint up, and then they do really well. And then they stink the joint up, and then they do really well. I don't know what it is. All right, you know what? Belichick to Florida. Fine. You want to leave North Carolina? Go to Florida. Do it. Bring him to Florida. People don't want Billy Napier anyways. Bring Belichick to Florida. I'll get on the little bandwagon of trading and all that shit. I'll get on it. Fine. You win. Fine, you win, media. Oh, the $1 million buyout. Fine. Florida, buy him out. I'll take Bill Belichick right now for Florida. I'll take him right now. But I'll tell you what, you got to get his girlfriend some fucking high heels, okay, that aren't this fucking thin. They need to be like this fucking big around so she can walk around on the field and not look like she's going to fucking fall into the ground, okay? $1 million plus the incentive of safer shoes. This is just for safety, okay? This has nothing to do with trying to change, anything about anything. I'm just saying safety here. So Belichick to Florida. I'll jump on the lame wagon of the trade and the changes and all this crap. Is that going to make everybody happy? It'll make me happy, and I didn't even want that initially. But you know what? Fuck it. It's not working that well with Billy Napier. It's up and down. It's like the FSU head coach. He's up and down. Mike Norvell. Something Mike N something. Norvell. I'm too busy right now to look it up. I don't want to look it up. I'm too busy. Remember to hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Bring it on over to YouTube, the land of free speech. We're on Saturday nights. If I'm hosting, I'll do an open panel so people can come on and say whatever they want. Because freedom of speech is it's a tough topic nowadays, right? So that's what I really, really, really do like about this network is that they do allow freedom of speech. They allow people to come up and say what they want. If you get disrespectful and stuff like that, you know, we will tend to clash with people like that. But if you're a respectful person, you come up, say whatever you want. Talk smack, say whatever you want. We don't care. We laugh, we have a good time, and we like practicing freedom of speech because you don't always get to say things the way you want to without a whole bunch of shit, but we're not going to give you any shit as long as you're, respectful and stuff like that. So let's get into it for our next topic here. So I was just like, all right, I wanted to just talk about the NFL, but I was like, ooh, let me just put the teams that I'm thinking of. The Jags, that was just crazy. Trevor Lawrence, that was just crazy right there. It showed a lot of grit. It showed a lot of that was that game was insane. That game was awesome. I like what the Jags are doing. The Jags have been, I think the owner isn't doing too bad of a job of putting a team together. Khan, I forgot his name. I think his last name is Khan. Shao Khan. I always think of the guy from the Jungle Book whenever I hear his name. the tiger from the Jungle Book. But I think he's doing an okay job of being an owner. Like the Jags are making a splash. We'll see how they do the rest of the season. I like seeing, like, I'll root for all three Florida teams. Jags will be third, but I'll root for them. I mean, it wasn't that long ago they were in the conference championship. I'm pretty sure it was under the same owner. So I think he's doing an okay job. And then we got the Pats. Pats are 3-2. People have been talking about that head coach, that he was eventually going to get it dialed in. They got a nice young quarterback and a historic good team, a dynasty team. It's only a matter of time before they, make the right decisions again. And I remember, Crypto made a statement of this, like, if they win another Super Bowl under this whole new regime and all this new stuff, before us, then it's a colossal fail and the Dolphins in it. It is. Because they're already, they might, they beat the Bills. They beat the Bills and I think they beat everybody else. So they're definitely second in the division. And if they beat the Bills again, they might win the division. If they start winning, you got to be careful. It's a historically good team, like recent historic. So that's not going anywhere. And the Browns are all over the place. Is Shador going to start? They traded Flacco. The Browns. I like their head coach, but I think they just have too much dysfunction. Because they always seem to have some dysfunction. The last time they were really good was when Baker Mayfield was there. Was the last time they were really good? I think that was the last time they made the playoffs. Did they make the play? Well, they made the playoffs with Joe Flacco, but they lost. The last couple times they made the playoffs, they lost game one. I don't remember if Baker Mayfield won a playoff game there. But why did they trade Flacco? Like, why trade him? Just bench him and start Shador or start, like, why did they have to trade him? This is what I mean. It's just, you've had him on the team for years now and just bench him. Why did you have to trade him? It's just dysfunction. It's a dysfunctional organization. It's just a dysfunctional organization. It's a clown show. When they signed, I forgot his name. The asshole from the Texans, Deshaun Watson. I'm like, what are they doing? And then it doesn't pan out. It just doesn't pan out. They drafted freaking Johnny Manziel. Didn't pan out. It's just like they just fail to secure a quarterback for seasons at a time. It's a new quarterback almost every season. And Minnesota's starting to follow in their tracks. They've had 3 different quarterbacks, 4 now, because what's his name is out because he's injured all the time. And that was a rookie quarterback, a brand new draft quarterback. Why? Like, you shouldn't have traded Sam Darnold. You shouldn't have traded and Sam Darnold is over here helping Seattle win. They lost against the Bucs, but stop changing freaking quarterbacks. The Browns just rotate quarterbacks. It's like they're rotating blunts. Fucking, you're listening to too much Bone Thugs and Harmony. The Seattle's doing all right. I wanted to go to that game on Sunday, but I needed to get some other stuff done, and I made sure to get it done because I was motivated since I didn't go to the game. I'm just doing so much, right now, and it's been nice to be on this little break I've been on from life, and yeah. So let's see. We got the Bucs are looking really good. They're talking about Baker Mayfield for MVP. Calm down. Dolphins are just, well, let's keep it with the Bucs. I mean, they're holding it down. And their head coach was the defensive coordinator when they won the Super Bowl. So this is by far Todd Bowles' best stint at being a head coach, by far. This is by far his best stint at being a head coach. I only have so much faith in him as a head coach, but I think he's doing a good job. And for them to the Bucs to have what's his name? Who they won the Super Bowl with. I wish he wouldn't have retired. What was that guy's name? I forgot his name. Then he went to the Super Bowl with Arizona too, I think, right? But that's a lot. And then to have Tom Brady and to go to the Super Bowl with him, and then and then have another change. But Baker Mayfield he's doing all right. He's the journeyman. He's played for a lot of teams. But, he won the Heisman for a reason. So I was happy when they signed him. I think he's a good quarterback. So we'll see what they do. The NFC, who's the best in the NFC right now? Is it the Lions? The Niners? They're doing all right. Talking about, this is what I like about football, is that if you have a quarterback that understands the schemes, you can throw them into a team and have them do well. I'm not talking about like a rookie young quarterback, because Daniel Jones this is his what? 3rd season? 2nd season, I think 3rd. And then Mac Jones, this is like his 5th season, 4th season. So they've had a little bit of time to, move around, play for some other teams, but you put them in a good scheme and they can do well. And I'm really happy for the Colts owner, the daughter of the owner that passed away. How she's on the field taking notes. I wish they would have brought attention to that before. I had no idea because she's been out there for a long time doing that, and they just never brought attention to it. I think that is the number one way. That is the best way to learn us, to learn the game is to go down there and watch people play and take notes and ask questions. And I remember seeing people in the comments like on Facebook and stuff. Oh, she doesn't know what she's listening to or watching. No. Shut the hell up. Even if she did it, how is she supposed to learn without going down there and watching and writing notes and asking questions, you idiot? Like, it's just like, just because they only said that because she was a woman, but we're past shit like that anyways. But I'm super happy to see her down there. And especially with her dad passing away, it's a good way to keep his energy around because in my opinion, that's what he would be wanting her to do anyways. Is holding it down for the team and being part of the team and staying busy and staying active and staying happy. That's what I think he would want. That's what I would want if I had a daughter. So, like, I really, really support that. That's what we need our owner to do, is to go down to the field, not just with a group of people, but stand down there and write notes and ask questions because people are going to give you the answers that you want. They're not going to make you wait around. Buddy up with the players. Get involved. Ask questions. Fucking make a couple play calls. Stop with this showing up. It's just, man, we need owners trying to learn every single day about these teams. Minnesota you need to hold on to a quarterback. Stop trading around so many quarterbacks. Stop. It's not working. Justin Jefferson is an amazing wide receiver. He's probably the best in the league. Stop messing around with him. Stop messing around with him. He could even send Tua up there. That's where Tua should play. Because they're really good at I think they're decent at protecting quarterbacks. AJ McCarthy is injured a lot. I don't know how much that has to do with the offensive line. But if anyone could go to the backfield, to the end zone, to far away from the quarterback and catch a ball, it's Justin Jefferson. From Tua is what I mean. Fucking throwing it out there wobbly as shit. Because Tua ain't Tyreek Hill wasn't able to catch him. And he's probably never going to play for the Dolphins again. So go ahead, trade Tua on up to Minnesota. That's where they should send him next. Because Justin Jefferson can make him a good quarterback. And we got into an argument without this subject before. If the ball touches the receiver's hands, technically he should have caught the ball. That's just what I've heard among players. That's just what I've heard. So that's what I mean when I talk about Justin Jefferson. Randy Moss was like that too. The Steelers, I'm happy to see the Steelers doing well. I love Mike Tomlin. I love Mike Tomlin so much. I like that he's been there. He's had so much success. He's never had a losing season. He's won a Super Bowl. He's had different, quarterbacks. And, people were saying that if they don't do well, that Aaron Rodgers could get him fired. Never. If they weren't doing well, he wouldn't be on the hot seat. There's no way. There's no way he'd be on the hot seat. There's no way. Not Aaron Rodgers. Like, he could get the head coach from the Jets fired. That was his, like, what, first year as a head coach or second year? Not Mike Tomlin. People saying that Rodgers could get Mike Tomlin fired is absolutely crazy. I don't think so. I don't think so. How long are we running right now? How do I see that? Oh, 50 minutes. It's right here. Let me zoom in. Let's see. Y'all like my shirt? Y'all ever seen the movie Tremors? Y'all like my background? Shout outs to my background. So we got this little pillow over here. That was my grandfather's when he moved in with me, when he lived with me here in Seattle. See the little pelican? And that purse is, I bought my mom that purse. So the first NFL game I ever went to was with my mom. It was a Buccaneers game. I bought that purse for her. I forgot when. That Miami Heat shirt was my mom's. It was the game we went to in 2012. The Miami Heat. I forgot who. I think they played the Suns. I'm pretty sure they played the Phoenix Suns. Yeah, because I saw that was when what's his name was still playing for the Suns. I forgot his name. Steve Nash was playing for the Suns, so I got to see Steve Nash play, and LeBron James, and Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade, and Mario Chalmers, and Norris Cole. Because Norris Cole's first 2 seasons on the Miami Heat were 2012 and 2013. So, anyways, back to, that's my background. And I switched it up for y'all tonight. I wanted to bring out the Seahawks because I did have it behind the Dolphins. Want to bring it out. And then go Gators, of course. And you got the Rays and you got this other Gators blanket. But that's what I got for y'all. That's my background for y'all. Let's see what we got. There's a little person this way. I'm just messing around. Why did it go? Why did it go? Why did it zoom in? Solo layout, press Shift +1. Oh, well. There we go. That's what I like right there. That's what the one I wanted. I figured it out. So we got the Colts are killing it right now. I had zero confidence in them, by the way. The Ravens, oh, man. Is John Harbaugh going to survive this? I don't know. I don't want to see him get fired, but I don't know. If they shit the bed next season too, he might not survive it. And if he gets fired, send him to Miami. If he gets fired, send him to Miami. Trade him. Send fucking McDan douche. No, he's not a douche. He's a fucking chump. McDan chump up to Ravenland. We'll take John Harbaugh. We'll take John Harbaugh in a heartbeat. John Harbaugh go to bench Tua faster than a Guardian helmet. And he's going to start Quinn Ewers. He's going to start Quinn Ewers. Yep, that's how it's going to go. That's how it's going to go. All right, so what we got next? This is one of the, man, I tell you what, Seattle is just, there's so much stuff to do here. I've taken advantage of so much opportunity here. It is the land of opportunity in a lot of areas, honestly. The politics aren't the best, and the weather sucks, but the opportunities are amazing. Like being able to go to sports and those teams go to the playoffs. Like I went to Seattle Storm game this year and they went to the playoffs. And I went to a Mariners game the past 2 seasons and they're in the playoffs this season. And I went in 2022 actually with my grandfather and they went to the playoffs that season too. So it's really cool. And I went to a Seahawks game. Was it last season or 2 seasons ago? But I've been to a couple of Seahawks games. It's cool. It's cool to like see a team play and then them go play in the playoffs. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. And I saw the XFL when we had XFL here. Maybe next season we'll get a team back. They went to the championship, I believe. I know they were in the playoffs, the Seattle Sea Dragons. So that's 3 teams I've seen here go to the playoffs. That's cool. Not a lot of cities can have stuff like that. So I try to appreciate it and let everybody know that the city has a lot to offer when it comes to sports, which you probably already know, but when you see it in person, it's different. Hold on a second. Oh, yeah. All right, so I'm going to try something here real quick. So is this, how do I drop the link? I think I have to open, I'll have to ask. I don't know how to do it. Because I'm about out of, let me see if I could do a commercial break real quick. Because I want to go grab something. And then I'll be right back. But how do I do? No, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Is it? Stop. Oh, here we go. And we are back. Sorry, I was messing with my camera. Let me get back in. Sorry, I was messing with my camera. I'm still figuring this out, people. I'm still figuring this out. I should have just blanked the camera instead of closing the stupid shutter. I should have just went like this. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm here, but I'm not here. You know what I'm saying? All right. So what do we got? All right. Here we go. Last banner of the evening. Solid soap forever. Look at this. Just go into like Marshall's or Ross or TJ Maxx or anything like that, and you'll see these over in the section. Sometimes they're by where the men's stuff is. But man, look at this. You know how long this is gonna last me? It was like $2 for this. It was like $2.50. It smells really good too. But I'm telling you right now, if you're trying to find like stocking stuffers, even trick-or-treaters, there's stuff like this all over the place. Sometimes I give them out at our shows. It smells really good too. But look at this. No water. No water is a good thing. No preservatives. No preservatives means less chemicals. Less chemicals means it's healthier by default. By default. By technicality, baby. We're a technicality. We're a by default state. Florida's a no fault state. We're a by default state. If that makes sense. But remember to hit the like button, share. Thank you for the comments tonight, everybody. 78 viewers. I feel special. I feel like y'all are interested in what I have to say and supportive. So thank you for being here. Look, maybe this Saturday I'm going to try to do a live episode, do a late night TMI open panel. So, and then Cap will probably be doing something on Sunday. They always do something for the games. And then we'll probably have something on Monday because we always, because we're still so pissed off for 2 days after the game. So, and then check out 4th and 10U. Ali, they have episodes on TFTG, but then they have their own network. So if you like college, well, I think they talk about a whole bunch of stuff, but I know they talk about college football a lot. Always a lot to talk about with college football. But thank you all for being here tonight. And then let me see if I can find, oh, there it is. The outro. And then next week I'll try to, maybe if I can learn something.
Oh, yeah, dig it, yeah.
Daddy, chill.
I've been meaning to do these. Oh, here we go. I got something for y'all. Here we go. Okay. Here you go. I got something for you. Here you go, Miami Talk. Fire Talk. Here you go, Miami Talk. I've got something for you. Where's it at? Oh, yeah, I got something for you, Miami Talk. There you go. How do I feel whenever I'm on here and I see y'all listening? Thank you very much. How do y'all be acting when I'm doing my show? How happy, how awesome are things when I jump on? You know what I'm saying? Damn, I know they smoke weed out here, but you need to shut the up. That's like that. So we got these cool sounds and stuff like that. Let's see. What else do we got?
It's so bad. There's blood everywhere. The bunk beds were a terrible idea. Why did you let us?
I don't even know who you are.
Yeah. Yep, that's when haters want to come up and hate, I'd be like,
I don't even know who you are.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so let me see if I can drop the link. I don't know. I'll have to ask how to figure that out. I don't know how to do it yet. What are notes? All right. Anyways, thank you all for being here. I'm going to try to have another episode next week. I might go a little earlier, maybe like 6. We'll see how busy I am. And I'll try to do late night TMI. But thank you for everyone joining in tonight. listening to me rabble on. And have a good evening.